beautiful night in the neighborhood. I am going to eat my 3-in-1 casserole that I just made. I just cleaned up all the dishes, used my rice cooker, the propane stove. And here's what we're having for dinner inside Happy Haven, where it's cozy. Kiona, can of green beans, and some hamburger. I may put the salsa verde on it, have a little applesauce cup, and I'm going to talk to you about some stressors in my life over the course of the last few months. I don't know, doesn't look like stress would live here, but it did. Here in South Dakota at my work camping job. Hope you'll join me. Linda here, Serene and Simple Life. It's a gorgeous night in the neighborhood. I don't normally do videos at nighttime. My best game is at 10 or 11 in the morning. We're talking stress stuff. So this is a great place to talk about stress because there is none here. At least not for the moment. I just saw 2 kitty cats go by and I'm like, yeah, you get those mice. I'm near a field and I've got my hood up now because today when I was sitting in Happy Haven, a chipmunk, yes, a chipmunk from the trees jumped on the hood. And when I got out to shoo him away, he got into the underneath the hood. Then I opened the hood and he left. So I don't know if that's a sign of things to come, but we're not going to add that to the stress list. Just saying. All right, so you guys, this is going to probably be a laugh for some of you because these are some minor inconveniences that I've had. And if you've been watching me for any length of time, in the bigger scheme of things, this is nothing, okay? I'm gonna do the disclaimer up front. But in the moment, they were stressors, okay? In the moment, little things like your washing machine breaking. In the bigger scheme of life, it can be fixed. But in the moment, it can be a stressor, right? I just thought of that example. I hope that was a good one. So, first of all, we're going to talk weather. South Dakota is beautiful. I came here for the 70 and 80 degree temperatures. But like the rest of the country, we have experienced some very strange and bizarre weather this summer. And the Black Hills of South Dakota is no exception. They've had a drought for a while. Well, this summer there was absolutely no drought. And they get thunderstorms with large hail. So, yes, thunderstorms and hail, and a clam that uprooted once. After 3 months, we had some serious weather and it didn't do anything. But I guess the wind came at the perfect place or the perfect direction, and it lifted the tent, lifted the clam. Stress. We're talking stress. When I come home 7:30 at night and my home is gone. Remember, this is all in the moment. Okay. The sun. We talked plenty about the sun with my skin rash, and the wind. Wind can beat up your skin. The combination of wind and sun at the same time, like a windburn, sunburn, not good. All right, so those were kind of the element type things. At night, had a couple thunderstorms where the hail just beaten down, and I love a thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms, but hail, that's a different story. Luckily, I don't think I have any dents or anything. One of the employees had some dents all over around her car. You had to look close, but they were there. And she said, "Oh, I'm going to wait till the season's over, and then I'll go and get my insurance and get it taken care of." Kind of crazy, huh? All right, so what else? I've got a list here. I had some things break down on me. Speaking of washers, no, I don't have a washer here, but they do have a laundry room. I did give you a tour of this place. Um, a little stressor that has to do with the washing machine is I was getting ready to go to work and I was cramming getting my laundry done. And lo and behold, I put it all in the dryer and put the quarters in, and it didn't work. So I had to call the manager down. In the moment, crazy, crazy. So I didn't even have that on my list. My propane stove that I've had since 2018, the hose went bad, but I had the maintenance guy look at it and he thought it was something else. My propane tank little bottles, they froze up and they were hissing and making all kinds of noises. And I'm sitting in Happy Haven having dinner or something, and I'm hearing this hissing noise, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And it was my stove. So I was without a stove for a few days. I ordered a new one, and then Larry, the maintenance guy, happened to fix the other one. So now I have two. I have one that has the hose and the other one that has like a metal piece that's not flexible. So now that I'm down here at this site, it works out just beautifully because I have one on the picnic table and one inside Happy Haven. Woohoo! All right, my hair dryer went out. Actually, the electrical cord, the plug broke away, or no, like the plastic broke off or something. And Larry knew of somebody that can fix anything. And so I'm telling you, my stressors become blessings too. Put in the comments, do you have stressors that became actual blessings? Pretty cool when that happens. So my hair dryer got fixed. I was like, well, worst case scenario is I just won't dry my hair and straighten it this summer. I'll just let it go. But that I didn't have to do that. My glasses stem broke. So I can't close both sides. I can only close the one side. This is super glued, and it came loose once and it's super glued again. So I don't know. We're dealing with it. Of course, the skin issue. I mean, I did a whole video, two videos on that now. So you got to go back and watch that. That was definitely the highlight stress of the season. What else? Let me see. I'm looking. Well, I bumped my head at work. I don't know. Somebody said I had a scar there now. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I was putting up some keychains or something, and there was a glass tabletop and something dropped. One of the keychains dropped, and I bent down and I hit the glass and everything went flying, and I got a little, I don't know, quarter-inch gash. And then they had to write a report on it. Okay, give me a break. I know, for liability reasons for both them and for me. The tearing down, or the going and getting the tent and setting it back up again, that wasn't really stressful. That was like, whoa, this is still working. But the tearing down now, it was a beautiful day. There was no sun, and but my neighbors was stressed, and we've already talked about that. I think that video has already gone out, and if not, it will be why I moved down here. All right. Oh, I had some teeth issues that are now, it was a discomfort that was kind of just would come and go. And a year and a half ago, I was in Mexico and had um, a diagnosis that I need a couple crowns. So, but I had been eating popcorn every single night. And I think that that played havoc with my crowns. And right now, the the discomfort is at bay, but I had to go get oral gel, and I went to a dentist $144 later to tell me the same thing they told me a year and a half ago in Mexico, that I need these new crowns, but we don't know if there's infection or not. They won't know till they take the crowns off. But right now, so far, so good. And I've got a plan in place to get my teeth taken care of. So you're going to want to subscribe and click the bell and see what's going on here, because my traveling is not over when I leave South Dakota. Just saying. And with that, another stressor, I needed to get a passport. So that's a hint, hint. Ah, hint, hint, where I'm going. A passport. And I had my birth certificate and I had everything in order. And lo and behold, there were some glitches and I had to go back a second time to order my passport. And yeah, so that was stressful because having it mailed to my tiny home or having it mailed here, having it mailed to the office, having it mailed to the campground, da 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 da. So, but it's all taken care of now. These stresses are all behind me. I watch some sleep time stories sometimes. I watch Stephen Dalton. He's pretty cool. And he says, your thoughts are just thoughts and let them go down like leaves down a lazy river. So all of these stresses are just dissipating and they're gone now. Right? Anything else? I don't think so. You know, just a couple broken items, minor inconveniences, self-induced stress. I think we're good. But it's been a little bit of a challenge, you know, overall. The weather, the teeth, the skin. I'm wrapping it up here. The stove and the hair dryer. Oh my gosh, the major one, the major stressor. I gotta go show you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you first. Keep watching, and we'll look at the sunset. Guys, too. I know you're looking. Happy Haven has a boo-boo. More than one boo-boo. About 4 weeks into being here, crinkled metal. Yeah, we're talking a stressor here. Let me show you what I hit. I have to go walk a little distance. I'll be right back. I'm going to actually show you so you won't have to wait. Oh, well, it just goes with the curves of the car, right? This is a 2012. Walking. Look how pretty. Across the field here. Yes. Something at my campsite that I hit. You're just not going to believe it till you see it. Biggest stressor of all, of course, next to my skin issue. Look how pretty. There it is, my former campsite and where it all happened. Can you guess? I'm getting closer. Can you guess? Put in the comments. Yes, indeed. This lovely metal pipe that has no good reason to be here other than to protect the water there, is what I was told. This guy was not here when I hit this pipe. Yeah, that's the word. So what I'm doing is I didn't face that way, remember? I was facing this way. Still got my fridge here, I told you, for a couple more days. And I am going down to the laundry room, and I know that the water is there, but I cannot see the metal pipe. And like it looks just like the ground, right? Can't see it from my windshield. So I make a sharp right here. Instead of pulling way up and going into the grass over there, I make a tight right here. And lo and behold, crunch, crunch, crunch. I was headed down to the laundry room. Right there. Woo, we're getting the sunset here. We'll do a little walk and talking to wrap this up. I don't know, guys. Have you ever done anything stupid like that? You know, stupid loves company. Is that why stupid people hang out with other stupid people? I'm just making that up as we go. Yeah, I felt pretty stupid. I heard the noise. I didn't know what it was. I was in a hurry to get my laundry done. Later on, the car guy that was there before my neighbor is there now said, wow, you really took a good hit. And I'm like, what? At lunchtime, I went down and I saw it. My heart sank. Okay, so now Happy Haven has some identity all of her own, right? And the security guy thinks that maybe he could do something, but then he had like a plunger thing, but it's not strong enough. And so he's like, a new door, you know, and I've got a $500 deductible. We're not going to go through all of that. And then so one of these maintenance guys says, you know what? Someone, if they were to buy your 2012 Toyota, they would expect something like that. I don't know. I can laugh about it now, but I sure couldn't laugh about it then. And calling the insurance companies, I've changed insurance companies. I've saved money on my AT&T bill. I've made all kinds of good progress here. You know what? I guess you could turn lemons into lemonade, because it got me calling around to insurance companies to save some money. And a while back, you know, I did a video on my budget. So you can always go to the playlist. Check it out, guys, if you're new. Appreciate you being here. But with that, that's my list of stressors. Not too bad. We're over all of it. We count our blessings daily. But, you know, when you're adding one thing upon another thing in a new job, which I'm going to do a video now coming up on my job. There were some people there that were a challenge. I should have added them to my stress list, but I didn't. So we'll talk about that in the next video. But keep watching. I'm going to do some traveling. Hopefully no more minor inconveniences or stresses. I'm having a great time and just enjoying this absolutely gorgeous place, Black Hills of South Dakota. All right, blessings in your day and joy in all your stresses that turn into minor inconveniences, that turn into things you can laugh about, and joy in your journey. Love you guys. Give it a thumbs up, okay? That would be awesome. Just a little bit more. I think I'd like to live in a cabin like this and have a sunset like this every single night. Can you imagine looking out your window and seeing the sunset like this? I saw it through the window right there. Look at that. This is a beautiful, beautiful night. And had to leave you with serenity and not stress, because this channel is not about stress. It's about serenity. Woohoo! Later. The big camp drum I showed you before. And the moon. And Happy Haven way down below there. What a view.